Okay, so things that you have to check in order to be successful in ZBrush. 1. Make sure all these are polymeshes now. So if they are polymeshes, they'll have the merge down button. Let's see, merge down, and this one's got merge down. It's just grayed out. They'll also have the ability to divide. If they are not, what you have to do is go like this and make a polymesh, go back to this one, and then append that one back in as a polymesh. And that way you can get the order that I have. Now, it doesn't really matter this order, but it matters that I have the ability to have the skull and the jaw on all on one level. So these two, I can easily go in here and merge down if I needed to. Okay, go undo that. Another thing that's very important. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Once you merge it down, you can't undo. So you have to group split it. Another thing you have to do is make sure they're all at the same level of subdivide. You notice that the skull, if I turn on wireframe, it's a higher res than the actual jaw itself. Okay, so this one, what I need to do here is say reconstruct subdivide. Okay, so now that's at its lowest, and this is at its lowest. What I want to do now is just delete higher for the skull. Okay, so what I'm going to do is merge down, and we're going to build some UVs for this. And I'm going to show you that maybe it works this time, maybe, but I doubt it. Let's see, what else? There's one more thing. Oh yeah, unification. Unification is very important. Let's say when you get out of topology land, everything is really overly big, and it sometimes does not fit into the preview window. Okay, if that happens, you have to go to each subtool and go like this. Unify. And Unify will allow it to fit within the preview window. This is the ideal scale for ZBrush. Okay, let me show you what happens if you don't use Unify. So wait a minute, let me save this. And I'm saving in increments of 3 right now because I know once you hop out of topology land, you have the most crashes occur. There we go. So here, Z-sphere, I'll show you what happens if you do not do this. Here's human skull high. This is something I didn't unify when I got out of topology land. Yep, that's right. It crashes ZBrush. Okay, so that's the only thing that was different, and that was the same as ZBrush 3.5 and 3.12 too. If you didn't unify and it's too big in the preview window, it crashes ZBrush. That's why you let people that do stuff beta test. Yeah. Alright, so here. Did I say that out loud? Man, I was thinking that, but oh well. In here, what we'll do is build some UVs. Now, let's see if I can get this plugin working. And this plugin works really great in some ideal situations, but others, not so much. So what I'm going to do is unwrap by default and see what happens. Then I'm going to go down here to texture map, new from UV map. In this case, I followed all the rules, and it looks like I got a pretty good map out of this situation. Good, good. Now, if I didn't follow the rules, what it would be is the texture scene would be up front. It's very easy to follow the rules. All you do is have to have good topology 1, 2. That has to have. You can see that it's attracted to the bigger polygons in the back for some reason, so that's a good sign. There's no texture seams in here, and you can check your seams by going in here to check seams. And in some cases they show up. I think I have to unwrap again, but I'm very happy with what I have. So you're going to have to trust me. You are able to see your seams. And this is a good map. UV map. Good. There we go. So I just have to turn off texture. Not too happy about this as a seam. That seems kind of weird to me. If I wanted to, let's play around. Okay. I have this saved out, so I'm going to show you the ways of this. Enable control painting allows you to protect. So I'm going to protect areas here. Turn on symmetry. So I'm going to protect everything up front. And what I want to do is place the seams in the back. So here in the plugin, attract. So to me, I would think ZBrush would be smart enough to be able to go right down this way. Since there's no median line on the character, however, I bet it's having a hard time. Oh yes, that. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, I'm repainting this red to attract, and anytime I go into attract, it turns blue, and etc. and so forth, and I lose all my color. So in this case, this is 255. Wait, let's see this. This color right here is a specific color. See how it's 255, 255, 255? I'm going to ignore the actual plugin, and I'm just going to go like this. And give it 255 blue. That don't seem like 255 blue. There we go. So it's using the most saturated blue ever. And if you want to keep switching between colors, you could just do that, and then yeah. This is really easy to fix. There is a brush option in here that says auto masking, back face masking. So now, you know, if I paint it blue on this side, it's not going to paint it blue on the other side. So that's just another cool, useful tip. Okay, so let's see if this works. We should be able to get a good map. Unwrap, cross your fingers, and good enough. Okay. As you can see, it didn't care. It didn't care about any of that stuff that I just did. It just did what it wanted to do, and that's ZBrush. As a bonus video, I'm also going to include a way of doing this in Blender because I think it's important for you to see how to do it professionally, and that's going to be in the next video. I'll see you then.